Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marissa and today I'm going to be talking about my top 10 leading men in books. So of course a couple of weeks ago I did my top 10 leading ladies in books, so now of course I had to do the counterpart to that, and that is the men. So the first one that I really want to talk about is Murderbot from the Murderbot Diaries, and that is by, I can't think about Martha Wells. There we go. So Murderbot, I don't know, is a robot, not really man or woman, but kind of more closely is described as male. So Murderbot I absolutely love. I mean, the farther we get in the stories between the novellas and the actually first novel that is out, Murderbot definitely starts to develop more human-like characteristics and is very, very protective of its friends and, you know, just wants to save the world and watch soap operas. So I don't know, I just really love reading about Murderbot, and I honestly cannot wait until the next book in the series comes out because I am so excited to dive back into that world. So the next one I want to talk about is Kvothe from Name of the Wind. I really enjoyed reading about Kvothe because honestly, he ends up falling in love with one woman and she's the only one that he can think about, and he takes his time and he tries to woo her, and he's her friend and her shoulder to cry on, and he's like just this wonderful, wonderful man. He does some really dumb shit, don't get me wrong. He is very petty, he can be very childish, he definitely has a temper, but you know, it just makes him that much more attractive. So yeah, definitely have to love Kvothe. And then the next one that I want to talk about is Eric Carter from the series Eric Carter by Stephen Blackmoore. And Eric Carter is a necromancer, but he has a very sarcastic, witty attitude. And again, he is very reckless and he has no qualms about getting down and dirty. He gets beat up a lot, you know, burned, stabbed, shot, whatever. He's just kind of like a rough and tumble dude, but he's also, you know, very protective over people that he cares about. So I really like that about him. Again, are we sensing a theme here that obviously Marissa likes, you know, the alpha characters in any kind of stories, especially with a sarcastic sense of humor? Maybe just a little. So the next two, of course, are from ACOTAR, and that is Cassian and Rhys. Honestly, I could probably talk about as well, but you know, I don't know. Cassian and Rhys are just my favorite too. Probably Cassian more so than Rhys. They're both, again, alpha males, very chivalrous, very protective of their loved ones, very protective of their mates, and I just end up loving the two of them by the time the series gets through. So yeah. And then, of course, two others that I could not fail to mention in this series was Jean and Locke from The Lies of Locke Lamora. Locke and Jean are the best of friends. They are also very protective of each other, very alpha male, very, you know, go-getters. I mean, they're thieves. They don't really like killing people, but they will if it's for their own self-defense. But you know, just watching them kind of grow up in these stories between the flashbacks and then the now, it's been an interesting ride, and seeing their character arc is just amazing. I mean, they kind of start out opposite. Locke is kind of like this little badass and he grows more sentimental over time, whereas Jean is more sentimental to begin with and then ends up growing into a badass over time. Ultimately, they both are still kind of sentimental idiots, but you know, it's fine. We love them both. And then of course, the next one that I wanted to talk about is Harry Dresden. Of course, I literally don't think I can go a video without talking about Harry Dresden from the Dresden Files by Jim Butcher. I absolutely love him. He is a warlock with magical powers. He is very chivalrous towards women. Some people think it's demeaning. I do not happen to feel that way, but he is very chivalrous towards women. He is also a badass and he knows how to fight. He does get beat up a lot, but you know, he always comes back from it somehow. So. And then the next two are again from the same series, well, from the same universe, not the same series. Anyway, so Adam Hauptmann is from Mercy Thompson series by Patricia Briggs, and Adam is the local werewolf alpha male. So of course he is quite the badass, he's quite the fighter, but he also knows how to lead and he does it very, very well. He is of course the love interest of Mercedes Thompson, or Mercy Thompson, And I don't know, I just fell in love with him because he's so protective yet so soft and gentle at the same time. So it just makes him amazing. And then the next one is Charles Kornick from the Alpha and Omega series, also by Patricia Briggs. These two book series intersect at some points, so they're set in the same world. They're just not, they don't always have the same people in them. So Charles Kornick is basically the werewolf of all werewolves' son. So he's kind of like the assassin in this huge pack of werewolves. He is a badass. His mother was also some kind of Native American. I forget exactly which tribe they say that she's from, but she was like a shaman. She had magical powers. So of course he ended up becoming, he was born a werewolf and he also has magical powers. So it kind of makes him like a supernatural badass in a world of supernatural badasses. So Charles is the big scary monster they send to hunt evil people or evil werewolves. He's the assassin. But Charles also has been alive for a very long time and he is struggling until he meets his mate Anna, and then you kind of see a much softer side to him because Anna really brings that out in him. But she also brings out the very protective instinct. So, he may not revel in the killing of other people, but if they hurt his mate, then yeah, he's gonna kill them. So I love all of these characters that I put on this list. Hopefully you guys at least know some of these. Hopefully I explained it well and it wasn't just rambling on. Anyway, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for watching my video. I upload every Wednesday and Saturday, and I would really love it if you would like, comment, and subscribe my videos. Have a great day.